the landscape here. First off, are we really, is this city really considered a third power? When you look at New York, L.A., easily the top two of the land, they have promoted Atlanta as being this next tier. When in reality, there's only one real huge game in town.
Right.
That's Tyler Perry.
TP himself.
And Tyler Perry does not venture outside of doing a Tyler Perry flick.
Right. And literally everybody else is literally independent.
So
that's it.
I mean,
well, here's why I think they're saying that.
Okay, why are they saying that?
I think they're saying that because major film companies are coming here to film. Now, they're not. Now, I know Screen Gems either opened or
they are getting ready to open.
But other than Screen Gems, and when you think about it in the tiers of filming, Screen Gems is like the little brother. You know, I mean, they produce some pretty big movies, but they're no Fox, they're no MGM, they're no Universal.
Yeah.
See, they're no Paramount. If Paramount is still around, I don't even know.
Paramount's still around.
You know, they're because you got like Screen Gems and Lionsgate.
Yeah.
You know, those are kind of like that. You know.
Lower third,
right? Yeah. They producing good movies, but they still are not. You know, we're not doing $300 million films or $100 million films, whatever the case may be. So I think by default, that's how Atlanta is becoming. Gets themselves put on the org chart, if you will, as being in that top level of filming, because every place else is kind of like. Cause in the truth of this. Except for the fact that Screen Gems is coming and Tyler Perry is here, how is Atlanta any different than Montreal, Canada? Because that's where they shoot a lot of stuff to simulate New York and other places. So
how is it different?
Yeah, I mean, realistically.
And that's the real thing that I guess it's not disturbing, but it's kind of misleading to the acting community here, in my opinion. It gets very misleading to say that, well, it's a land of opportunity. Well, 90% of the opportunity that comes in Atlanta is independent. Now, that's not to say that independent art isn't a good thing.
Right.
You know, because I fall under that scale. I believe in independent art, but again, it's kind of like the TV industry here. The big game in town is CNN.
Right.
Everybody's shooting for CNN. Everybody ain't gonna get to CNN, but they shooting for it.
That's right. And anybody you know that's gotten to CNN, you ask them how they got in there. Oh, I know somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody.
that got me in. So,
right.
So it again, you know, is it fair to say that? Yeah, I mean, you made a great point. It's a lot of companies coming here to shoot this stuff. Yeah, but it's not like we have studios here.
Right, major film companies come here to shoot their. I mean, I think Atlanta is a hot location spot. People want to come in, and here's the funny part. And it's not even necessarily Atlanta; it's Georgia.
Yeah.
You see very few feature films shot in downtown Atlanta, in the metropolis of Atlanta.
True.
Everything is shot, some far off county somewhere, because it's
the suburbs.
Yeah, some family friendly. Like unless you count Fled.
Oh yeah, Fled.
Fled was major. Fled,
Fled was the Atlanta movie. You saw Stone Mountain downtown.
You saw downtown. However, to bolster my earlier point, how much money did Fled make?
Good question.
And that wasn't an independent release.
No, it wasn't. It was a major movie.
That was a major release. But again,
with major stars.
Right. Fishburne and Baldwin.
Yeah.
So my issue is that location-wise, Atlanta is great because they're cheaper than most other places. Which is another reason why people go to Canada so often, because it's cheaper in taxes and insurance and all the stuff they have to use to shoot a film. So yes, it's very cheap to shoot in Atlanta. So people come here, but as Brian said, Tyler Perry Studios is here. And it's almost like where else could he have gone and not been blacklisted? Like, they would have talked that dude down into the dirt had he went and taken his studio anyplace else.
Yeah.
Then you have, like you say, you have Screen Gems coming. Now, no knock against Tyler Perry because I don't know him. In terms of just truth, Tyler Perry Studios produces what?
Tyler Perry movies.
Tyler Perry movies. That's it. Now for Tyler Perry, that's wonderful. That's phenomenal, and he's probably going to feature Atlanta more than anybody else. But that's a niche, a small niche. Actually, it's just him.
Yeah.
And of course now that means 100,000 people are running to Tyler Perry Studios to try to get 3 roles.
Yeah. I notice a lot when you look at people's resumes, and I hope nobody gets upset about me saying this, but the idea that I was a featured extra in a Tyler Perry movie has become like this.
Yeah, it's like a badge
quotation.
of honor.
Yeah, it's like this big deal.
It's like a badge. I was a featured extra. Okay, I'm glad, because that didn't mean you walked past the camera 3 times. I mean, what is that? Because my thing is, you know, and again, as we said, because no matter what we say, somebody's still going to post something negative.
Yeah.
We're not talking about Tyler